How do I start this? Okay. Let me take this off. Hey plant friends, and welcome to my first YouTube! This makes me so happy. I have been wanting to start a YouTube in so long, but you know, I'm human and I kept making up excuses, but here I am and I'm starting right now. So welcome to my first YouTube. My name is Giovanna, but you can call me Gia. A little bit about me. I am 27. I just recently got married to the love of my life. I have two adorable pit bulls, Daisy and Spartan. You will definitely be seeing them in this video. I'm sure they want to come and say hi. I am a plant-based nutritionist. I am finishing my last semester of my master's in nutrition program. Also a certified plant-based chef and a personal trainer. And as you can tell, I am obsessed with food. I have been plant-based vegan for about 2.5 years. The first year that I went plant-based, I lost almost 50 pounds. I used to suffer from severe acne all over my face. I also used to have horrible digestive issues where I would bloat all the time. I also had severe anxiety, which I medicated for, and literally guys, within 1 year of switching to a plant-based diet, all of that stuff went away. If you want to hear more about my journey, why I switched, how I switched, what I did, just comment down below and I would love to make another video on that. So, without further ado, oh, sorry plant. Today we are making vegan spaghetti carbonara. This will be gone into 3 sections. The first is the pasta. So, for the pasta today, I'm going to be using a yellow lentil and brown rice pasta. I got this from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is my absolute favorite. But I do like to use chickpeas, black bean, or some sort of lentil pasta instead of regular because it is much lower in carb and it's a lot higher in protein, and on top of that, it's very easy to digest. So today, we're going to be using this pasta. Section 2. Mushroom bacon. The mushroom bacon, we'll be using 1 pound of mushroom. So here I have stemmed and sliced pretty thin some Bella mushrooms. You can use Bella mushrooms, you can use cremini mushrooms, you can use whatever mushrooms you would like, but you're just gonna slice them, stem them, and keep them in a bowl. What we're gonna do is we're gonna marinate them. So we're gonna make a marinade from maple syrup, a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna put in some soy sauce, and last but definitely not least, liquid smoke. So I don't know if you guys have used this before, but liquid smoke is crazy. If you open it up and just smell it, it smells like you're in the bottom of a barbecue pit. And it's amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a marinade with all these sauces. Section 3. The carbonara. So for the carbonara sauce, we are going to be using silken tofu. So tofu comes in all different shapes and sizes, just like us. There is super firm, extra firm, soft, and silken. So in plant-based cooking, when you're making a sauce, a creamy sauce, a lot of the times they tell you to use silken tofu because it is the softest of the bunch, and you can throw it into the blender and it turns into a nice cream. We're also going to be using soaked cashews, raw cashews. So the raw cashews, when you get them, you want to make sure that it says raw because you don't want to cook with any sort of roasted or salted cashews. It's just going to add much more salt into the dish that you really don't need. So when you buy the cashews and you soak them overnight, what it does is it softens them and it makes them sprout a little. So by sprouting, it's a lot easier to digest, and soaking them makes them softer so that you can put them in the blender and make a nice cream out of it. We're also going to be using some nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is one of my favorites. This is also used in a lot of plant-based cooking. It gives that cheesy flavor, also packed with B vitamins and a lot of protein. On top of that, we're going to be using some fresh garlic, almond milk. You can use almond milk, you can use soy milk, oat milk, coconut milk, whatever type of milk that you like. We're going to put some frozen peas and also some fresh parsley. So this parsley is actually really funny. I have a garden in my backyard and this parsley grew all through the winter. It's my little warrior. She's great and she's ready to be used in our dish today. And some salt and pepper to taste. So, with all these ingredients here, we're ready to go up to the kitchen and make the dish. We'll see you guys in my kitchen. Okay, so for the marinade, we are going to be using 1/3 cup of soy sauce. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Then we're going to use 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I actually forgot to bring that downstairs to show you guys that before. Oopsies. Then we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. This is really potent, so you really don't need that much. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're just going to mix that around and add our sliced mushrooms. And we're going to let that marinate for about 30 minutes and move on to the carbonara sauce. With the carbonara sauce, we're going to be using 1 cup of soaked cashews. We're going to add our tofu, 1 pound of silken tofu, and a 1/2 cup of almond milk. Then we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I really like nutritional yeast, so we're going to add 3 in this recipe. Close it up and pulse on high. You can pulse for about 4 to 5 minutes depending on how strong your blender is. You want it nice and creamy. Take it off, test the consistency, and it should be nice and creamy just like that. Then we're going to boil the water for our pasta. I like to put about a teaspoon of salt in the water to give it some flavor. And we're going to cook it as recommended. I find that with lentil or bean pastas, I like to cook them shorter. So if it says 6 to 7 minutes, always cook it for the 6 minutes. Once the pasta is done, you're going to remove it and you're going to add a little bit of olive oil into a skillet. Add your sauteed mushrooms and we're going to cook them for 5 minutes on one side. Flip them over, cook them for another 5 minutes. And get them nice and brown. Oh, and then these little angels wanted to come say hi. They wanted to introduce themselves and also eat a treat. I give them strawberries as treats. They love it. We're going to remove the mushrooms once they're done. In the same pot, add some fresh garlic. Move it around. Saute them a little bit. Then we're going to add our cooked pasta back into that skillet. Move it around. Get that flavor absorbed into the pasta. And then we're going to add our sauce. Wow, I'm getting so hungry even watching this. I like to use a small spoon. It helps me get more into all the creases. Then we're going to add our mushrooms, our peas, Mix that all in. And then to finish, our fresh parsley. The fresh parsley tasted so good. And that, my friends, is how you make vegan spaghetti carbonara. I hope you guys try it out. Tag me in if you do. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what type of videos you'd like to see from me. I love you guys. Send you a bunch of love and light during this time and always.